Nationwide protests erupt demanding justice for Ramisa. Ramisa murder trial possible within a month, say experts. An attack on NCP leader Nasiruddin Patwari in Jhenaidah. And Prime Minister to open Nazrul birth anniversary celebrations in Trishul. Well, good evening, viewers. Those were the headlines. I'm Salim Kadir and you're watching English Bulletin. We now follow with the details. The rape and murder of 8-year-old Ramisa Akhtar in Dhaka's Pallavi have triggered nationwide protests in the capital and all over the country. Demonstrators demanded exemplary punishment for those involved and swift justice through a speedy trial tribunal to resist further occurrence of such heinous crime. BNP Standing Committee member Salimur Rahman visited the residence of Ramisa and said the trial of the murder should be completed immediately. She also said conspiracy is underway to hinder the government. Ramisa's father said he wants to keep confidence on head of the government's promise to ensure justice. Meanwhile, Islamic Chhatri Shangsta organized a human chain in front of the National Press Club in Dhaka demanding capital punishment of the perpetrators. From a protest procession at Baitul Mukarram Mosque area, people made the same demand. The trial of child Ramisa murder is possible within less than a month if the Women and Children Repression Prevention Tribunal and the prosecution give utmost priority. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed, Law Minister Asaduzzaman and Attorney General Barrister Muhammad Ruhul Qudus Kajol, as well as a criminal law expert, separately talked on the trial of the Ramisa rape and murder case. According to them, following the trial in the Women and Children's Repression Prevention Tribunal, after the verdict is passed, other legal processes, including death references, have to be completed. It normally takes time to complete these proceedings. If the trial court sentences the person to death, the documents are sent to the High Court for approval within a week. However, preparing the paper book makes the delay. Protests took place demanding justice for Ramisa across the country on Friday. The demonstrators demanded capital punishment of rapists and the killer of Ramisa. Kelagor branch Naranganj demanded capital punishment of the killer through the trial at the Speedy Trial Tribunal. Speakers at a human chain in front of Naranganj Press Club said Ramisa's father does not seek justice due to culture of impunity. There was no instance of exemplary punishment despite occurrence of child rape in the country. An incident of egg pelting and attack on the chief organizer of Jatiya Nagarik Party NCP, Nasiruddin Patwari, took place in Jhenaidah today. The incident took place in front of an old collectorate mosque in Jhenaidah town at around 2 p.m. Eyewitnesses said that Nasiruddin Patwari was leaving the mosque after offering Friday prayers. At the time, Islamic University Unit Chhatradal convener Shahid Ahmed went to talk to him. At one point during the conversation, some youths threw eggs from behind and attacked Nasiruddin Patwari. Some local members of the NCP were injured. Following this incident, NCP leaders staged a protest there. They demanded immediate arrest of those involved in the attack. Prime Minister and BNP Chairman Tariq Rahman is scheduled to visit Trishul of Mymensingh tomorrow to attend a series of official and political programs. A festive atmosphere is prevailing in Trishul, centering the Prime Minister's visit. Foolproof security has been taken in Trishul ahead of the visit of the Prime Minister. During the visit, the Prime Minister will formally inaugurate the 3-day national program marking the 127th birth anniversary of national poet Qazi Nazrul Islam. Later, after a short break at Trishul, Nazrul Dak Bungalow, he will join the Nazrul birth anniversary celebrations. The Prime Minister will inaugurate the re-excavation work of a canal at Boiler Union in Trishul. Later, Tariq Rahman will participate in several political programs organized by BNP's various units. As Eid al-Adha is set to be celebrated on 20th May, holidaymakers have already started leaving Dhaka. The pressure of passengers on roads and highways has been increased on the last Friday ahead of Eid. However, there was no major traffic congestion. The sufferings of the homebound people is likely to increase during the Eid, that of the Eid al-Fitr, due to dilapidated roads, works of several ongoing projects and cattle markets on roads. The government has taken extensive preparations to ensure safe, comfortable journey for homebound passengers. Police remain alert so that no unfit vehicle can ply on roads during the Eid. Many passengers have complained that they are being forced to pay extra fares for buses. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Sheikh Rabiul Alam has said that making the Eid journey smooth within short time is quite challenging. The minister made the comment while talking to journalists after distributing checks among those affected by road accidents at a program at District Shilpakala Academy in Kumilla City on Friday afternoon. He distributed checks as compensation worth Taka 4 crore and 89 lakh among those killed and injured in road accidents in Kumilla district. The initiative of financial assistance has been taken jointly by the BRTA Trustee Board and Bangladesh Railways. "2,000 CCTV camera will remain installed across the capital Dhaka during the Eid holidays when the city becomes almost empty. Police will seek assistance from the Armed Police Battalion in this regard if needed. Mentioning this, DMP Commissioner said detectives will watch at the residential areas. Patrol police will monitor the matters over the security of the commercial areas through maintaining coordination with their own arrangements. Viewers, we now follow with a short break and we will be back soon with some good signs. A US-Iran deal to end war could be in sight, Marco Rubio reveals. And Thomas Dooley made new head coach of Bangladesh football team. Welcome back. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Follow-on, DB police have arrested 2 individuals, including an official of Home Ministry, for alleged connection with collecting money from government officials by promising desirable postings and promotions. The arrestees are Nilufar Sultana and Aminur Rahman Shanto. Nilufar serves as a personal officer to an official of Discipline Branch 2 of the Ministry of Home Affairs. The news was unveiled at a press conference at the Media Center of Dhaka Metropolitan Police DMP on Friday morning. The arrests were made following a complaint and subsequent investigation carried out by the detective branch. Police officers said Aminur Rahman was arrested from a residence in West Rampura in the capital at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Nilufar was arrested later as the DB police, through monitoring the records of Aminur's mobile phone, found evidence of a connection with involvement with a fraudulent gang. Viewers, we now begin with news around the world. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio said there are some good signs that a deal to end Iran war could be in sight. However, a senior Iranian official told Reuters no deal has been reached with US, but gaps have been narrowed. US-Iran stuck to opposing stances, while Iran's uranium enrichment and Tehran's control over Hormuz remain among the sticking points. Rubio told reporters in Florida, Washington-Tehran talks are progressing, with Pakistani representatives traveling to Iran. However, he does not want to be overly optimistic. Any diplomatic deal would be unfeasible if Iran imposes a toll on Hormuz Strait. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump told reporters at White House US will eventually recover Iran's stockpile of highly enriched uranium. They will probably destroy it later and will not going to let Iran have it. President Donald Trump declared US will send an additional 5,000 troops to Poland. The declaration comes as an apparent reversal following recent US administration moves to reduce number of US troops in Europe. Trump posted on Truth Social, the deployment to Poland is based on the successful election of new Poland President Karol Nawrocki and his relationship with him. However, days earlier, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stopped to schedule deployment of combat team expected to rotate through Poland. As of Hegseth's department said, additional troops deployment was based on frustration with European nations who have not stepped up when America needed them. Cuba poses a national security threat to the U.S., the Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said, adding that likelihood of a peaceful agreement is not high. However, Cuba's Foreign Minister Bruno Rodriguez slammed the narrative. His comments came after U.S. charged Cuba's former President Raul Castro with murder over the 1996 downing of two planes resulting in killing of U.S. nationals. Rubio said Washington's preference is a diplomatic solution. He highlighted President Trump has a right and obligation to protect America against any threat. However, Rodriguez said Cuba never posed a threat to U.S. He accused Rubio is lying to instigate military aggression that would provoke shedding of Cuban-American blood. Russia's Rustam Nabiyev has become the first person in the world history to reach the summit of Mount Everest using only his hands. His successful journey to the Everest has inspired millions, setting a powerful reminder that determination can overcome any barrier. The 34-year-old Nabiyev has created the remarkable achievement history after successfully summiting the Everest using only his hands. From what was once seemed impossible to standing at the top of the world, Nabiyev has shown that true strength is built in the mind and heart. After losing both legs in a military accident in 2015, he completed one of the most extraordinary climbs in Everest's history through sheer determination, endurance, and resilience. Well, viewers, we'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching English Bulletin, and now we begin with sports news. Bangladesh Football Federation on Friday announced appointment of former US captain Thomas Dooley as the new head coach of Bangladesh men's national football team. Dooley is replacing Javier Cabrera ahead of next month's friendly against San Marino and arrived in Dhaka to take charge this morning. Dooley represented US in 2 FIFA World Cups and captained the team in 1998 World Cup. His biggest coaching achievement came with the Philippines team, whom he guided to their first ever AFC Asian Cup qualification while also helping them achieve the highest FIFA ranking. Well, before ending the bulletin, we have top stories once again. Nationwide protests erupt demanding justice for Ramisa. Ramisa murder trial possible within a month, say experts. Attack on NCP leader Nasiruddin Patwari in Jhenaidah. Prime Minister to open Nazrul birth anniversary celebrations in Trishul. Marco Rubio sees some good signs of US-Iran deal. And Thomas Dooley made new head coach of Bangladesh football team. Well, that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for being with us. Until then, see you soon.